Tlaib.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. Since we're entering items to the record, it's really important, as I do a lot of these question lines, to center it around my constituents and my residents who very much feel like there's so much instability and chaos right now. So if I may, I would like to submit a letter from the CEO and founder of Cody Rouge Action Alliance in the 12th Congressional District in Michigan, just about the freezing of the funds and what it meant for her seniors and many of the community members that she supports. Many of them are retirees. Many of them rely heavily on this agency to, again, supplement the high cost of living right now for many of our families. And so if I may, I would ask unanimous consent to, again, send this letter.
Without objection to ordered.
Thank you. You know, I want to cut through the BS because I am from Detroit and we like to speak truth to power and be very honest. You know, the American people feel very much we're in a constitutional crisis. They cannot understand, you know, this billionaire. I don't even know really how to describe him. Of course, he's the richest man in the world. And to think that he can just walk in to an agency that I can tell you for many of my families from the Social Security, the Medicare, I mean, it is literally part of how they survive in our country. And it's not just about the private information. It's about the fact that this person who they have no way of, they didn't get to elect him. He's not held accountable to them, the community, the public. And so they are very much living in fear right now. And we are in a constitutional crisis. One of the things that I continue to talk to our ranking member about and thinking about even the folks that voted for the president and others, if I was to ask the American people, do you think Elon Musk cares about you? Do they think that he cares about your disabled child that relies on Department of Education services through the IDEA Act? Do you think he cares for any of our families right now? No matter how hard they work, they're still in survivor mode, not thriving in our country. The disconnect that his own lived experience will never ever be able to connect to that family in North Dakota, to the teacher in Detroit, to the child living and trying to survive through the education program, living with autism, and so much more. And so I'm just curious. I mean, really, this is my, do you think Elon Musk cares about the American people, Mr. Shades?
I don't think that's the issue. I think the question is what is going to be done about the $36 trillion debt and the $2 trillion.
So you want to talk about the
annually.
debt, but the Congress, they're in control. Why not go through the public process? If you want to make cuts, then vote to cut it. Why are you having this person do it? Are you giving him your power as an elected person representing 750,000 people? You represent equal number of people I do. I want to get a chance to vote on this, hear from my constituents, have it be done in a public process. You want to deal with it, you're in power. You have a trifecta, the White House, the Senate, and the House. But no, you want to do it this way, the cruelty of it. The fact that even American people, no matter in their political affiliation, I'm telling you right now, feel like they have no control over the decisions being made. Why? Because members of Congress have circumvented and said, hey, we're good. Go ahead and do it for us. Go ahead. Even though they know it is going to impact farmers, veterans, disabled residents, folks living with disability, and so much more of these infrastructures that they don't understand support all of our families. So you can keep talking about the debt. They have control. They can deal with the debt if that's really what they want to do. Instead, they're just yielding their power to Elon Musk, who has, again, been unelected. And we can continue to say that. But one of the things you can go around the country is they don't want Elon Musk making that decision. They want their member of Congress that is elected making that decision, Mr. Shades. That's the problem. And I will never, and Mr. Chair knows this, vote your district. Come here and vote your district. If your district wants you to cut these various programs, go cut a public education, Department of Education, then go ahead and vote on it. Introduce a bill to cut the Department of Education. Do not say, hey, I don't have no constitution. You're just literally giving it to this person. It doesn't make any sense. Dr. Resch, do you think the American people think that Elon Musk cares about them?
I don't think the American people should really care what he thinks. They should have someone making decisions who's taken an oath to the Constitution.
Oh, that's actually very important, isn't it? You know, the Constitution gives Congress control over the spending, not the president, and certainly not Elon Musk. And the American people need to understand why that balance of government is there. It's to protect all of us. from these kinds of decisions that are hurting people now. And Mr. Chair, just know this. This is the same man that continues to want to cut, but he has $20 billion in federal contracts. Can I get our money back? Because he is the richest man on earth, and he's still taking a handout from us, the public. $20 billion, Mr. Chair. If it's really about that and not about hurting these public infrastructures, which really are critical and important for, I guess, the most vulnerable, and really, you'd be surprised how many people in your community and in your districts, no matter, again, political affiliation, will be harmed by these decisions that, again, overpass the congressional public process. It's our constitutional duty and responsibility to be able to authorize spending and cuts. We should be able to do it, not Elon Musk. With that, I yield.